And it's live! Yay! Howdy, howdy, everybody! Ori, Bakananapu, howdy, guys. Hopefully, by starting a little earlier with getting everything set up, that gives people more time that are getting the notifications from YouTube. Because we noticed that takes about 30 minutes or so for it to pop up. So I said, let me try and lead it a little. And Ori, you were just saying that you got the Discord fixed up so that it alerts when there's a live stream. So that's really awesome. And thank you guys for all the work you have been doing on Discord, so we can, keep, growing and adapting and increasing our capacity.
But to do all this organization and forethought and teamwork is not very Discordian.
Well, I know, but Discord's the name of the server. It is a social media site. You're just you're making a joke. Well, it's funny to me because yes, I had we had a pal who was Discordian. It's he now, but I tell you what, I loved Irk. That was his going nickname, and it's nice and indistinct, so it can be either one. But I'm a big fan of things that can go either gender because they're just useful. But yeah, Irk was Discordian. I don't know if Irk still is, but I learned a lot from talking with Irk. So
I wish I could find her.
Him, hopefully we'll come back around at some point. But anyway, yes, tonight we are celebrating kind of a run up to the big feast of Min and Konsu and Renutet, which is going to be during the month of April. This is a smaller, feast of Amun and Min, so in this case we have the two of them to represent their, combined identity. And I posted on the Facebook group a detail, and I can share the picture on Discord as well, because you can't see it from the webcam, but what does somebody call it? The community guidelines ribbon that we have covering Min's member. It's a Bath and Body Works ribbon. So figured something fun and appropriate for him. But yes, the red ribbons that symbolize something, and so you see red ribbons coming from the back of his crown, and we aren't sure exactly what it symbolized, but red was a color that could mean strength, protection. It could also mean
could also mean I got a present for you.
I think it had to do. Yeah, I think it had to do with his power and his ability to scare away evil. Yeah.
Go away or you get this. Yeah.
What's funny is apparently even into modern times, farmers in rural Egypt would carve figures with large members and put them in the fields to scare away negativity.
Yes.
And yeah, you can find little hand-carved figurines of men from Egypt that are made by modern artisans, and they kind of have kind of funky proportions. Yes, even for a figure with a large dong.
Man.
And I wonder if that kind of looks more like what they used to put out, to scare away evil. So yeah, it's fun to see the continuity in things. It's always a fascinating thing to
forget the shame and get me in a rectory.
Yeah. That line from the
Addams Family.
Yeah. Hey guys, Kit Fox, Solemn Sun, Seba Kekaway, Smacky Smackins. Bee, I thought of you today when I was in the garden because I was watching a bee on the blackberry flowers. Yeah. And it's 4:00 in the morning over where Kristen is.
Thank you, Kristen.
Yes, thank you for staying up early /
Thank you all you late, betters, early risers.
Oh, Catherine Mendez, no, you are just in time. And Sadie the Red, haven't been here in a while because I'm usually asleep. Yeah, because you're over in England, so yeah. And Amitai, Yokoso. But thank you guys, and let's go ahead and get started because we've got people that either need to go get some morning coffee or need to go to bed after this.
Yeah, we'll put this on the fast track.
We'll at least we'll get going. So, but yeah, and more prayers for good weather. I'm in the next couple of days. They should have the forecast going out to the 8th, and I'm hoping for clear weather so we can go, catch the eclipse. But
right.
Yeah. And hoping that I get a chance to go visit a shop in Dallas during that weekend while we're there. That's called Little Egypt, and they have lots of great things there. And maybe we can get something nice for the shrine.
Sounds like a shop you get lost in.
Oh yeah. If you're,
I've seen pictures.
Yeah, it's one of those folks like us would spend, and you can ask Darren. I have spent hours browsing in there.
Yeah.
I'll make it up to you with some nice Italian.
Are you paying for it?
Well, we'll figure it out, but I'll make it up to you, okay? Maybe you guys can help with that. Super stickers are always welcome. But these cool waters are upon my hands. They purify me. Stephnute purifies me. Hail unto you, O Yunachuru. We come unto you without falsehood and without evil. Our purity is upon our hands. Our purity is within our hearts. And we have cast out all evil that pertains to us. Hey, we are pure. We are pure. We are pure. We are pure. And because I told you, I did my best, and that wasn't that cold to me. Okay, but you're just sensitive.
I'm an extremely warm soul.
Well, that you are. Because I had put some water that was a little bit warmer in the vase about an hour or so ago, but it got down to ambient temperature, I guess, and it was a little. It was still warmer to me, but I guess for Darren it was a little chilly. The power of Technic compels you. So, oh goodness. Wait. Arigatou gozaimasu. Actually, arigatou gozaimasu. That's thank you very much. Good morning would be ohayo gozaimasu. But
yeah, I always thought that was interesting how it sounds just like.
Okay, yeah, okay, yes, I meant ohayo gozaimasu. Yeah. Oh, now one person 46. Oh, I live in Texas and visit Little Egypt frequently. Are you in the Dallas area? If so,
let's keep in touch.
Yeah, let's keep in touch because that's where I'm going to be for the eclipse. So, poor Chris says, you're just sensitive. I was born with a -5 to heat resistance. Yeah. Well, I guess
I was born with a resistance to a lot of things.
Or -5 versus like no resistance to heat.
I was born to a resistance with a lot of things.
So, oh goodness. Okay, and second there, I haven't learned about Min yet. Quick overview. And for any of the eclipse, any ritual work? Well, because real quick, I'll answer some questions here before we, light the Eye of Horus here. As for the eclipse, not going to be doing any ritual work this time because I'm not going to be in my backyard. I'm going to be out probably in the hotel parking lot or our friend's apartment parking lot. And so
Little Age's parking lot.
Probably not there, but we'll go before or after, depending. One of our adopted kids is going to be spending the day with us that weekend, so we're going to be kind of basing it on that. But I'll have my prayer beads, and we'll be doing videotaping, and we might say a few prayers, but we have to kind of keep it on the down low because we're going to be out around other people. Now I might put some video footage together afterwards and put some music or some prayers or something behind it. I think
that would be a good idea.
Yeah. So
by the way, we just look like science nerds instead of religion nerds.
Right. Yeah. So we're kind of going incognito when we do that. But as for Min, real quick overview. The reason why I had the red ribbons on him is somebody said those are the community guideline ribbons because he is a deity of fertility and has in historical depictions. Yes, ithyphallic is the expensive word for it, but he has a member that's like out to here. And he has one arm that's upraised
for counterbalance.
Well, yeah, Darren likes to joke. It's like 8 seconds. The whole
he's in the bull riding.
Yeah, yeah. But anyway,
that's he rides the bull.
That's why we love him. But it's meant to. He symbolizes a lot of things: scaring away evil, but also fertility, passing one generation to the next, because this is the harvest season in the Middle East. Because in ancient Egypt and in ancient Mesopotamia, this was the time when they would be gathering crops in. The first sheaf is offered to Min, and he's celebrated as the Lord of the harvest. And it's kind of a liturgical cycle too, because we were honoring Osiris when seeds were being planted in the ground; they were being buried. But now we have new life that has come to fruition, and in the big festival for Min next month, he'll be identified with Horus because he is assuming his father's place. The succession of the next generation, and the grain is carried forward, and it'll be sown the following season. And in his connection with Amun, that represents the fertility that engenders everything. So this is Amun in his creative and procreative aspect. So it's celebrating fertility, and we can interpret that in a wide variety of ways. It doesn't just have to be fertility of humans and animals necessarily. One of the things that we have on the offering plate tonight is some carrots that I pulled up from the garden today, and so I love the fact that we've got like a big thing of greenery right here on the plate, and it reminds me of the reliefs that you see in the temples, and they have this plate that's piled high with green vegetables being offered. So we actually have something that kind of looks historically appropriate. And the incense that I'll be using tonight is myrrh, because myrrh is sacred to Min. So that's our quick overview, before we get going. Hopefully that helps.
And what did Min say to his steak? Wait, there's myrrh.
Something like that. Yeah. Yes. Tall. The taller. Actually, Bakananu was saying, I need a bigger Amun icon, but damn, he's expensive. Yeah, and if you talk about icons bigger than these, those get rather expensive. But
yeah, we've seen some life size to scale that are just ungodly expensive.
Yeah, well, actually, I would love to get something that would be about 2 feet tall, because there's going to be a day when we're going to need it. The small ones are great for a personal shrine, or for what we're doing with the webcast, but I'm looking ahead to a day when we'll need something taller because we'll have a room full of people and we want everyone to be able to see it. So that's what I aspire to for all of us. So, and Little Egypt actually has a few of those sometimes. So. But oh, okay. Well, look, another reason to get into wood carving. Yeah, well, I know there were some folks that were wanting to do some 3D printing. Just kind of tossing that out there. But yeah, and I've seen some that are, I don't know what they're made of, but Little Egypt had one that was a seated Anubis that was about 2 feet high, and
so it was the stack of money they wanted for him.
I don't remember how much it was, but maybe we will find something good while we're there. Here's hoping. Okay, let's go ahead and light our candle. Come in peace, bright eye of Horus. Come in peace. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus shines like Ra in the twin horizons, and evil hides in fear of it. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus destroys the enemies of Ra in all of their abodes, till none remain. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus comes to the four corners of the world, to everyone who's tuning in with us now, will be joining us in the future, and has been with us in the past. This eye of Horus comes, and we are all purified with it. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
Oh, yeah, and it might be worthwhile to point out that south of the equator, it is harvest time as well. Like, so for Australia and New Zealand, and for South America, it's not a metaphorical harvest; it's a literal harvest time for them too. And like for those that celebrate Easter, because Easter is Sunday, down there, Easter is a harvest theme holiday. Oh, that's what I'm looking for. I had moved. That's. Oh, it helps to have something to kind of nail down at certain points. You arise in the Alchetis Capri, O Ra, spreading your light upon the earth. You set in peace in the mountains of Manu as a tomb, bringing your light to Duat. Shine upon earth as you do in heaven and Duat. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who came from noon at the first time, for such is your uniqueness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Hu at your left side, for such are the words you commanded. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Sia at your right side, for such is your great wisdom. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, whose Hika goes before you, for such is your ability. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who rules with Ma'at upon your brow, for such is your righteousness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, you, O Amun-Min. Hail and praise unto you, O Unachuru, you lords of love and lords of life. Grant us life, well-being, and health. May our eyes perceive your goodness and our hearts receive your wisdom. May you shine upon us as you traverse the sky, that we may bring to you Ma'at, cast out as Fet. And may you guard us from the evil one through the dark hours of the night, your protection being before us and your strength being within us. There we go. Take these, your cool waters, which are the inundation, that they may cool, that they may cool your hearts. O Unachuru, these waters are the eye of Horus, that your hearts may be refreshed. Milk, milk, may you taste it in your shrine. May your hearts be refreshed with it. We bring you this milk from the great flood, O Unachuru, that you may be purified with it. Give you incense. Give you incense, great of purity. This incense is the eye of Horus, and its fragrance comes to you. It cleanses you, it adorns you. It takes its place upon your hands. O Unachuru, this incense is the eye of Horus, and its fragrance comes to you. Take this, your bread on which gods live. And because we have the carrots covering the whole plate, I will just lift up one of the representative piece here. This bread is the eye of Horus, O Unachuru. Lift it to your faces and be at peace with it. Gardens prosper and Hapi rejoices, overflowing with his meal. We fill the eye of Horus for you with wine, O Ra, O Amun, Min, O Unachuru. Drink and be pure. The doors of heaven and the doors of earth are open with libations for you within this house. May your faces be refreshed with your libations, your wine and your water. Pure, pure is Ra Horeketi within his house. Pure, pure is Amun-Min within his house. Pure are the cause of all of these gods with this good myrrh that is given. Jehuti proclaims it. It is written in his house of sacred words. Hapi gives in abundance, thousands of offerings, all things good and pure. Ra Horeketi and Amun-Min, in every place that their immortal cause dwell. And while we're here, I'm also going to light a candle for Sekhmet and invite her to partake and offer her our prayers for health and well-being and peace for everyone who needs it, including, we got a prayer request from Wendy on the Facebook group, who wanted prayers for her daughter, who's having a tough time right now. And we'll light our candle for Renitet, protectress of the harvest. And we ask her to bless our endeavors, bless the fruit of the fields, and we invite all of them to come and partake. Come to your body, O Rahoraketi. Come to your body, O Amun and Min. Sekhmet, Renitet. Come to your bodies, O Yenetchiru, and come to your invocation. Come unto us, your servants, who are mindful of your feasts and your offerings. Bring your power, your hika, your honor, and your ba. To these your offerings, and partake of them. Come, O people, raise these offerings before the faces of these gods. Lift the offerings before Ra and Amun and Min, Renitet and Sekhmet. All life comes from them. All health comes from them. All stability comes from them. All good fortune comes from them, as it has since the first time. O Ra Horaketi, and your son, the Osir Nisu Nebkapiru Ra, your foes retreat from you. And Horus turns himself to his eye. Turn yourselves to these, your offerings, and receive them from our hands. Oh, and by the way, carrot greens are edible. So when I go to process the carrots later, the greens are going to be frozen for use later, and they taste like carrot. So, from the table of the gods to the table of the blessed dead, we light this candle, and it will be the eye of Horus that lights their way in Duat. And we pour these cool waters from the table of Osiris, that their hearts may be refreshed. Horikaru ta henket ka kau after senachamaha kut nebet nofer wabet ankad nacharin and kau and akuku nibu macher nibu hiranachara. A voice offering of bread and beer, 1,000 of beef and fowl, incense, oils, and all good and pure things on which a god lives, for the cause of all of these blessed dead, all true of voice before the great God, including, of course, the victims of that terrible attack in Moscow this past weekend, those construction workers and others that perished when that bridge collapsed in Baltimore, and actor Lou Gossett Jr., passed away this week. Certainly, us 80s kids, would remember him, of course, from Enemy Mine and from Iron Eagle. And if you've never seen Enemy Mine, it's actually a really good story set. There's a great morality tale to it, and it's set as a science fiction. It's one of those hidden gems from the 1980s, and that was one of the things that made him, known and loved for a lot of us. So we'll remember them in our prayers. Okay. Okay, I'm just catching up on the comments real quick. I know Mr. Ice is very popular in the UK. Second and stuff I know so much. And Mario saying, "Probably one day I can make statues for you. Currently, my capacity is 9 inches max." Well, here's to aspiring to bigger things, literally and figuratively. But and yes, thank you for the link for the Facebook and the Discord. How do you use the greens? Are they herby? Well, what I do is I cut them up and I put them in I think we put in some fried rice once.
Yeah, they're a bit sweet, but also a bit bitter.
Yeah, they're kind of herby, I think is what they were asking, and yeah, a little bit herby, but they taste like carrot and any place that you might use greens.
And for those of you who don't like them, that means they're really good for you, and you should eat them anyway.
Well, there are some things that I don't like, and it's not a case of I should eat them anyway. But anyway, I'm not going to say that to somebody, but I like taking and kind of blending them in with things. If you need a spot of green in something,
yeah, and I mean, hey, it's good for you. Why not?
Yeah. The thing is, some people say, well, there's oxalic acid in it, which, you get enough of it, it can leach calcium from your bones. But the thing is, you'd have to be eating as much of it as like a rabbit would, you'd have to be eating pounds of it every day in order for it to really start to affect you.
And rabbits won't eat pounds of one thing in a day anyway.
Yeah.
I know this because we had plenty.
Of rabbits?
Yes, many of them not by choice.
Yeah. Didn't your cousin put a male and female rabbit together because he liked
a doe and a buck in the same cage, and you get rabbits.
Yeah. So he just thought it was cool.
He liked the noises they made. Yeah.
Your cousins were mischievous.
Yes, they were. Or they are.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, and so Catherine has just sent a request to join the Facebook group and join the Discord. Awesome. Oh yeah, and an officer and a gentleman. That's another great example. But I will look for your request because I have lots of requests. And see, the thing is with the Facebook group, there's a couple of questions that I have just to try and vet who's trying to get in because I get all sorts of people wanting to get in there, and I think sometimes people are just like, hey, another group, they're just looking to surf for pictures or things like that, and I'm trying to keep it to folks that are like actively interested and not going to troll. So just answer the questions and I'll look for you. So pardon me just a second. And oh hey, you made it. So just another face on the Facebook chat. So and now back to that page. We come unto you, O Ra, as Jehuti comes, our hands joined under Ma'at. Ma'at has come to be with you in every place where you are. An offering of Ma'at is made unto you, that your heart may be pleased and your Ka shall live. Truly, your Enid has Ma'at, for they know you live in her. The Aeneid says unto you, your word is law. Eternally. The Sped is cast out by your word, and rejoicing is yours every day. Ma'at has taken her place in your shrine. And may we always act with gentility and compassion, for such is the first Ma'at. May we always offer charity and hospitality, for such is the second Ma'at. May we always respect consent and fidelity, for such is the third Ma'at. May we always avoid violence and promote wellness, for such is the fourth Ma'at. May we always speak words of truth, for such is the fifth Ma'at. May we always promote the public good, for such is the sixth Ma'at. May we always act humbly and with temperance, for such is the seventh Ma'at. May we always honor our gods and respect others, for such is the eighth Ma'at. May we uphold Ma'at like Jehuti, that we may witness Ra's perfection every day. And now to read a little something for Amun and for Min. We give praise unto Amun-Ra. We make for him adoration to his name. We give him praises to the height of heaven and over the breadth of the earth. We tell of his might to travelers north and south. Beware ye of him. Declare him to son and daughter, to great and small. Herald him to generations not yet born. Herald him to fishes in the deep, to birds in the sky. Declare him to fool and wise. Beware ye of him. For you are Amun, Lord of the silent, who comes at the voice of the poor. When we call to you in our distress, you come to rescue us, to give breath to those who are wretched, to rescue those in bondage. You are Amun-Ra, Lord of Thebes, who rescues him in Duat. For you are he who is merciful, and when one appeals to you, you are he who comes from afar. Adoration to Min, to Horus praise, he with his arm upraised. Hail, Min in his going forth, lofty of plumes, son of Osiris, born of Isis. Great in the dual shrines, mighty in Ipu, O you of Gebju. Horus the strong-armed, lord of reverence who brings pride to silence, sovereign of the gods. Fragrant when he comes from Midjaland, O you of Utent, hail and praise. Okay. Well, it is that time. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is this was a stray cookie. So this is going to be our cookie for the week. We're going to open this one, and then we got a request from Seta for a cookie. And then...
I'd like one too.
Okay, so we'll do Seta and Yamanu, and then everyone else, if there's a list from Discord, give that to me. And anyone else, if you can do the little cookie icon in the comments, that'll let me know so I can look for it. And we'll get everybody who has a request. And of course, if anyone's got requests for prayers, things like that, go ahead and put those up there too. And we will offer them on your behalf. All right, and the fortune. This is the one for the week. We can't control the wind, but we can always adjust the sails. We can't control the wind, but we can always adjust the sails.
Handle what you can handle.
And adapt to what's there.
Yep.
So that is our message for the week, to adapt to what's there. We can't control the wind, but we can always adjust the sails. And what's interesting too is if we pair that with last week's, and we can. I think I'm going to take the sequence from the last few weeks and put them together and see what it says. But last week's was, the sure way to predict the future is to invent it. And this week it says, we can't control the wind, but we can always adjust the sails. So, don't worry, just do. Especially considering that we're coming into a Mercury retrograde that starts on April 1st and runs for most of the month. So, time to trim those sails, perhaps, or shift them with the wind. But okay. So we had a request for Seta. It's on the Facebook chat. Well, buckle up, Seta. You got two. Here's your first one. Maxim for life. You get treated in life the way you teach people to treat you. So that's your first one. The second one. If you want the rainbow, you have to tolerate the rain. So, maxim for life. You get treated in life the way you teach people to treat you. If you want the rainbow, you have to tolerate the rain. Now, put together, that's rather interesting. If you want, I can take a picture of those for you later as well if you want. But I'm setting those over here. And next is Yamanus. And then we're going to pick up with... get out the Gatorade Mercury. Okay. Okay, Bea, please, I might have to head out early, but I'll see it in the morning if so. Also, prayer for my friend. Their cat Moose ran off today. Thankfully, he's still in the area. It's just a question of convincing him to come home safely. May Bass soothe the family's worries and encourage Moose to come home.
Okay, Moose. Get home.
Well, Moose spelled like chocolate mousse.
Okay, Moose, get home.
Has Moose been spayed or neutered? I wonder if that's the spring wanderlust that cats tend to have. But we do pray for Moose to come home. But okay, and so I think the first one we're going to pick up with is Kristen, with Kit Fox. And Ashley, thank you. And Catherine, cookie for any of you guys would be appreciated for me while I'm healing from surgery. Absolutely. So it's prayers from Sekhmet that your healing is swift and resounding. But let's we're gonna go from Yamanu to Kit Fox. So. Okay, so Yamana, here's yours. You must respect others before you can gain their respects. But there we go. I will. I'll set that one aside for you. Seta, did you get yours? Okay, because it's muted. Hang on. Okay, because yeah, I didn't hear it, but hold on. I'll give you a minute to kind of mess with that. Let me go ahead and get to
Sorry.
Huh.
Yes, I got them. Thank you very much, Ty. And yes, please take pictures of them.
Will do. Alrighty, now on to kit box. I think that one was waiting for you. Fold it up in there. Okay, kit box. If you do not run your subconscious mind yourself, someone else will. If you do not run your subconscious mind yourself, someone else will. I think they're telling you, be mindful of those thoughts in the back of your mind. And I love what someone else said about don't let someone live in your head rent free. If you do not control your subconscious mind, someone else will. Okay, and so Kristen and B will try and get to you as quick as we can. So Kristen. If winter comes, can spring be far behind? If winter comes, can spring be far behind? So, don't worry about tough times. Better times are coming. Winter always turns into spring. And that was actually there's a letter that Nichiren wrote to as an encouragement to one of his lay followers, and it's been preserved and given the title of it, in the modern readers have given it as winter always turns into spring. And he said, has anyone ever known winter to turn back into autumn? No, it always turns into spring. So, that's a note of encouragement. So Amitai, and then Ashley Spradley. So. Oh, where did it go? Look at this guy. Ah. Amitai, Dozo. Avoid taking unnecessary gambles. Wow. Avoid taking unnecessary gambles. Yes, now is not the time. So they're telling you it's time to play it safe right now, especially with Mercury retrograde. They're telling you Kyo Tsukite. Avoid taking unnecessary gambles. Ashley Spradley from from Anapu, and then Solemn Sun. So, Anapu, Ashley requests a message from you. Okay, reiterating the message here. Ashley, we can't control the wind, but we can always adjust the sails. So I guess the overall message has been especially emphasized for you. So that was for Ashley. And then solemn sun. You got 2. I'd really laughed if you got 3 because you'd put 3 icons up there. But okay, here's your first one. You value freedom. Grant it to others. Now the second one. Excellence is the difference between what I do and what I am capable of. Now, solemn sun, this is interesting. Put together here. You value freedom, grant it to others. And excellence is the difference between what I do and what I am capable of. The sense that I'm getting here is give other people room to succeed or fail on their own and concentrate on yourself and excellence for yourself. And try not to stress so much about what other people are doing or not doing. That's the sense that I'm getting. Hopefully that makes sense for you. And poor Darren, I think the mer knocked him out. Boo. You okay? I think the mer got you. It tends to do that. Okay, so Kristen, for our friend Sir Iris, they want advice on how to grow their business.
Water it.
Water it. Okay, and then Pesach asked, may I have a cookie? And yeah, well, okay, and Threlo and Lee Roxy from the Discord. Okay, and Bacchanal Food. First for my partner and I to get the apartment we applied for. Absolutely. Okay, and one for Sarcastic. And let's see. Okay, B. Okay, you might have to. B, are you still with us, or did you have to check out early? Okay. All right. For Sir Iris. So Kristen's one for Sir Iris, your friend. Let's see what they have to say. Every day there's sad news, but each day itself is glad news. So for Sir Iris, every day there's sad news, but each day itself is glad news. And I guess since they're asking about a business, there's going to be hiccups and stumbles getting underway. That's just accept that. But their advice is to concentrate on the good things, just don't let the sad news of every day get to you, because that's going to be there. Ask anybody who's ever worked in retail. So, and for Pesa Bast, and I will ask Lady Bast back there. Well, yeah, folks were sharing things on Facebook because apparently lilies, including those Easter lilies that everybody sells, are toxic to cats. So, don't get those, and put them around cats. But Pesa, if you must choose between 2 evils, pick the one you've never tried before. So if you must choose between 2 evils, pick the one you've never tried before. So you're at least doing something different. Okay, so that was Pesa, and then all right. So now Thralo and Lee Roxy from Discord. So we'll start with Thralo. Thralo, self-respect is the root of discipline. Self-respect is the root of discipline. And pass on to them. What that means is you respect yourself enough to stick to something and not keep cheating. Self-respect is the root of discipline. And cheating, by that I mean, cheating on diet or whatever, taking a shortcut. But okay, that was for Thralo, and Lee Roxy being the other one. There we go. For Lee Roxy. Every adversity carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit.
Wow.
So pass this on for Lee Roxy. Every adversity carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit. So, again, reason to be encouraged. Because whenever you're facing that adversity, just keep in your mind, hey, this means there's got to be something good, coming around the corner. Okay, and so those were our Discord cookies, and then for Sarcastic, then Gabriel from Vast, and then next will be Catherine. Okay, so so Sarcastic. That one just leaked out. Sarcastic. Softening your attitude opens your heart. It's funny using your screen name. That comes up really funny. Sarcastic. Softening your attitude opens your heart.
And he's thinking, yeah, right.
Well, what were we saying about the gods pulling out the spray bottle? They might have done that. Sometimes they do. Okay, so Gabriel from Bast, and then Catherine. So Lady Bast. Offer some guidance for Gabriel. When guide moves home. There we go. Gabriel, meeting adversity well is the source of your strength. Meeting adversity well is the source of your strength. It's funny that we're getting this theme of this overall, and I guess this is Min not only as the source of creation and fertility, but also the power to chase out negativity. And so, as things are coming to fruition, the grain is ripening in the fields. It's
You may have some hard tasks, but you got it.
Yeah.
Persevere.
Yeah.
Push.
Okay, so yes, Catherine Moon Dancer from any of the gods would be appreciated for me. And then we're getting to B after that. So Okay. Catherine, many possibilities are open to you. Work a little harder. Wow, that's great encouragement. Catherine, many possibilities are open to you. Work a little harder. Okay, and B. If you want to succeed in business, avoid business as usual. So B, that was for you. If you want to succeed in business, avoid business as usual. Don't do the same old, same old. And that might also be good advice for Sir Iris as well. And of course, that cookie was, there's always sad news, but be grateful for each day itself being glad news. And, don't do, business as usual either. But let me catch up here. Okay, so Pesa, we got yours. And then Smacky Smackins, I'd like a cookie from Djibouti. And a prayer request for my aunt. She's going into hospice. Sorry.
We love you.
Yeah.
Been there. Sorry.
Yeah. And prayers for your aunt. But okay. So Smacky, and then Sebekekaway. Smacky Smackins. Wow. Smacky Smackins. You need to live authentically, and you can't ignore that. That's one of those rarely straightforward ones. You need to live authentically, and you can't ignore that.
They passed up the squirt bottle and they went for the hose.
There's something in your life.
Out.
Huh?
Somebody was called out there.
Yeah, it's time to drink from the fire hose.
Well, it's just there's something that's bugging you, and they're telling you need to look at it, and and not avoid it. You need to live authentically.
Need to acknowledge their situation.
Yeah, or it could just be in the sense that I'm getting is just authentically in your own spirit. What is there in your life that's not that's conflicting with your spirit and what you really want to be doing, what you really feel is the right thing for you, and you can't ignore that, and they're telling you that. And prayers of peace and healing and love for your aunt and for you and your family as well. But Seba Kekwe and the Sarana and Kalkina Hosa. Seba Kekwe. Sebekekaway, if you wait too long for the perfect moment will pass you by. If you wait too long for the perfect moment will pass you by. So, Mercury retrograde be damned. If there's something that you're waiting for, time to do it. Okay. And for Sarana, wow. That one was like bam, right there. Sarana, a person's dreams are an index to their greatness. A person's dreams are an index to their greatness. So, don't settle for little ones. And of course, as Optimus Prime so eloquently said, hold on to your dreams. The world was built on dreams. And so now for Kyle Hinojosa. Oh, you got two of them. Okay, let's see the first one. Energy spent now preparing for tomorrow is sure to bear tasty fruit. And now the second one. The small courtesies sweeten life. The greater ones enhance it. So Kyle Hinojosa, putting these two together. Energy spent now preparing for tomorrow is sure to bear tasty fruit. The small courtesies sweeten life. The greater ones enhance it. This sounds like a spending time nurturing some relationships, and those greater courtesies that enhance life. The little ones will bear tasty fruit, but work at it, because the energy you spend now will pay off.
Yeah, your large harvest is going to take work.
Yeah. And of course, for those of us actually, in the Northern Hemisphere, that's actually what we're doing now, is we're planting gardens and, preparing for summer and for a season of work, and looking ahead to tasty fruit. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, Mario. Is Hoyamave how you would say your last name? It's okay. All right, Pace of Best. Please pray that my health gets better soon. Absolutely. And that one person, I'd like a prayer for recovery in my struggle with addiction and chronic pain.
Go for it. Don't be afraid to get help.
Yeah. And Sarana, prayers for my surgery to have my wisdom teeth removed.
Oh, much prayer.
Yes. I've had that done. Yeah, of course, I had 3 of them taken out, and all I did was just I had them inject the local anesthetic, and that takes some nerves, to be able to do that and let them do that. But and the last one I had done, I went right back to work afterwards. That kind of freaks some people out. And so I'm like, sorry, I'm going to be talking like this. And they're like, why are you still here? But yeah, may you have someone to take care of you and love on you the way that Mama-chan did when I had my first couple of them taken out. Because she put warm gohan cooked rice under my nose, and it's like, here, just feeding me soft things. So may you have that kind of love and support. So Mario. And and prayers for that one person 46. So wait a second. Mario, I think you got 3.
Uh-oh.
Somebody was waiting to talk to you.
Let's go.
Well, that tends to happen when people, haven't been able to tune in for a while. They come back and
There's voicemail.
Yeah. The gods are never going to be like, where have you been? They're like, oh, you're back. Here, by the way, I was saving this for you. See, apparently in Hindu belief, 1 human year is but a day to the gods. So if you think of that kind of idea, they that kind of explains their patience. But this first one, we have too many sounding words and too few actions that correspond with them. I think there might have been something meant to go in there. Too many blank sounding words and too few actions to correspond with them. But let's see what else we have. Okay. Apply yourself to the basics and progress will follow. And now the last one. Seek first to understand and then to be understood. Okay, so let's put all of these together. We have too many sounding words and too few actions that correspond with them. Apply yourself to the basics and progress will follow. Seek first to understand and then to be understood. So I think these may be on several different, messages on several different fronts, but all of them are for you, and all of them things they were waiting to tell you. So keep it simple. Seek to understand others first, and let your actions and your words match. Alrighty, catching up. Alrighty. Okay, so Smacky Smackins, okay, yeah, good night. Okay, Wayamave is the closest I can explain it by text. Okay, Wayamave, okay, cool. Row, yes. Said, we've been meaning to contact you about your car's extended warranty. That's great. Okay. Well, if there are any other requests, go ahead and put those up there. Let's go ahead and wrap up. And of course, our last call. We're not done till everybody's gotten what they need.
Last call for wisdom, y'all.
Last call for wisdom, y'all. I like that. But yeah, and I guess I don't know if anyone else has been feeling the same way, but for me personally, I've been working on some really tough things this week, and because I've been doing walk cycles and stuff like that all month, I'm mentally kind of tired. But I have to say I always feel a little better after doing these, after coming to do a service. And it's when you get tired, it's kind of easy to lose your focus. So let's all take this weekend to try and rest and find our joy, reconnect, with the divine, and get our focus back. So, hear us, O Ra, great Lord of Unu, and place your arms of blessing around us. Let us rejoice in your bounty, and our hearts take joy in your kindness. Tell Neet and Upwot to open their ways for us, and may you protect us with your strong arm of compassion. For you are the All-Lord, Lord of Ma'at. Holy and splendid is your name. Kepri at dawn, Atum at dusk, Ra Horaketi as you rule the nine. Hail unto you, Atum. Hail unto you, Kepri. You come into being upon the primeval hill. You shine forth upon the shrine of the phoenix in Unu. You breathe out Shu and Tefnut. May the giving of these offerings endure, as the name of Atum, foremost of the great Unid, endures. May they endure as the name of Shu, Lord of Upper Menset in Unu, endures. As the name of Tefnut, Mistress of Lower Menset in Unu, endures. As the name of Geb at the Earth's Ba endures. As the name of Nut in the shrine of Shanit in Unu, endures. As the name of Osir, Kentiamentiu, endures. As the name of Aset and Necheru endures. As the name of Sutek in Nubet endures. As the name of Horus in Pe endures. As the name of Wajit in Dep endures. As the name of Jehuti in Kamenu endures. As the name of Ra in the Akhet endures likewise for eternity. You have come in peace, O Ra. You have come in peace, O Amun and Min. You have come in peace, O Yunachiru. May you go forth in peace, O Ra, O Amun and Min. May you go forth in peace, O Yunachiru, to every place your mortal cause wish to be. May you sail in joy in the Manjet bark, and rest content in the Sektet bark. And may you smile upon us, your humble servants. Okay, let me check and see if we got any other requests. Oh, okay. So Married Weapaway, quick, cookie if I may, absolutely. And Mario's been working a lot with my art and moving things in my life. So Mitch is also working with Aries and Aphrodite. So I'm starting a new system, lots of study. Wow. Okay, and Kristen is off to sleep and eat. Sleep good. Have a good weekend.
And a good meal.
Yeah, and Ori also, what would it possible? Okay, cool. So let's do Married Weapaway and then Ori. So we're not going to sign off without you guys. Besides, I know it's late when Married Weapaway is too. Okay. Married Weapaway, you'll be riding the waves of success soon. And coming from the Jackals, I think that's a good message. You'll be riding the waves of success soon. Awesome sauce. Okay, Ori. If you promise someone something, keep it. So if you promise someone something, keep it. So be judicious about what you promise to whom. But yes, prayers for everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. And for those of us that have a multi-faith household, enjoy Easter. Happy Easter.
Man,
Huh? What?
I've been meaning to dye Easter eggs for the last couple of years. I ain't done it.
I think we have some. We might mess around and do that, and then have. I tell you what, there's nothing quite like egg salad that's got tinges of pink and green and blue in it because of the Easter eggs.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
saw an article. Apparently, someone is finally putting out on the market Star Wars blue milk that doesn't taste like shit. So,
Oh no.
Okay. Now, just real quick, and there's we're all online, and that this time of year there's lots of crazy stuff that's seasonal because there's always crazy stuff on the internet. It's the internet. But two of the things that circulate and aren't true. One of them is that Easter and Ishtar are connected. They're not, put simply. The other one is that the red eggs that represents the blood of children that were sacrificed, something like that. No, it's not. Dyeing eggs red actually comes from the Christians in what is now Iraq, and the red was to represent the blood of Christ. And somehow somebody missed that part, or maybe they projected something into the past and said, "Oh well, it has to do with Ishtar and sacrificing babies and stuff like that." No. Anyone with a little bit of reading, under their belt knows that stuff isn't true. But like I said, you hear and see and encounter all sorts of crazy things on the internet. But in the meantime, have a happy Easter. Have a good weekend and a safe week. And we'll be back next week to honor Khonsu and Horus, son of Isis, before we get ready for the eclipse. Of course, Khonsu being a lunar deity, that'll definitely be an appropriate thing.
so does that mean we're going to rewatch Moon Knight?
No. Actually, if anybody can find for me a drawn version of the Marvel Khonsu, I have some animation planned involving that and the real Khonsu. So
It sounds like there will be consequences.
Feathers will fly again.
Yeah, something like that.
Boom.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, guys. I know a lot of y'all are up late and, have food to eat and sleep to catch. But thank you.
We don't know what those are.
Take care,
something like
everyone.
that. Yeah.
We love you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Take care.
Love you guys.
Love you too.
Bye-bye.
Always.
All right.